We want to tell you a little bit about it. It is in Radford, Virginia. Now, this thing, I mean, this place is cool as crap. When you go in, now, I'm a fluffy investigator. We all know what that means. I got a few extra pounds on me, okay? Now, when you go in to the location, it's beautiful, you know, I mean, it's because of the majestic history, and you go up and stuff, but the good shit is down, people. You got electroshock, you got, we like to call it the funky chicken room. It looks like a chicken and a dragon all mixed together. The problem with this as a fluffy investigator, as you start going down, the windows start going up, and how you can get your big ass out that window gets harder and harder. And that's the thing that I realized, is I'm going to have a partner in case shit goes down to hoist my ass out that window. Ashley, you're good, right? You good?
Yeah, somebody will be.
So that's actually, you know, what the heck I think of when I go in there, because as you go deeper, the stuff does get stronger, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they got activity all over that place. They got a place called the Birdcage and stuff like that. But the coolest story that I heard was this gentleman named Don. He used to be the caretaker and stuff there, or administrator. And he was giving us like a little tour and taking us through and stuff like that. And when he did, one story that struck me, and I was like, holy shit, this is going to happen to any of them, is apparently this guy was hitchhiking. And when he was hitchhiking, this guy pulls over. And I think this was like in the 70s or 80s or something like that. So this guy pulls over and he says, hey, you want to ride? He happened to be a damn doctor there. And when he was a doctor there, what he did was he took that guy who just wanted to ride down to wherever and then put him in the hospital. He was there for years.
I think he was going to visit his girlfriend, too.
Something like that.
Could you imagine that story? Like, you're like, I just want to see my girlfriend. And then 5 years later, look, I was on my way, but I got put in a mental institution.
I'll be like, damn it, come up with a better excuse. I done moved on. That's what I
know.
would say.
I would have taken
I would have been like, damn it, you making this shit up. Just make up a better lie than damn you been in the... I mean, seriously, but they said that's true. They picked them up, put him in there. He was there for years. And I talk about nothing was wrong with him. Damn it, he was exercising. That's what's wrong with people. Just stop exercising.
No, hold on. Okay,
nobody can kidnap you on your damn couch.
I got a crazy list of for admission for West Virginia Mental Hospital, and that was from 1864 to 1889. It was bad company, bad whiskey,
wait a minute, hold on,
rattlesnake. These were reasons to get put in.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm glad you.
Oh yeah, go on.
No,
I got snake bit before. They would have put my ass in there.
Brain fever, a cold. There's
what?
Death of your son in the army or in the war. Deranged masturbation. Desertion.
Now hold on. That last one, that deranged masturbation. Can we really maybe talk about that a little bit more?
Well, I don't know. That didn't give me a picture.
Oh.
Desertion by husband. Disappointed affection. Disappointed love. Disappointment.
I'm just disappointed altogether. Oh.
It's fun with that. Let's see. Affection, affliction, dog bite, domestic trouble, egotism, excessive sexual abuse, excitement as officer.
Wait a minute. So if I get excited about an officer, would that be the same thing?
I don't know, maybe.
That would be horrible. I bet they dumped a bunch of horny women in there. I'm telling you.
No, they did. That was something.
I know.
Back in the day.
Listen, back in the day, people, we used to sell tapes for treasures. And one of the things, I had to do some research on this because I don't want to give somebody a product and I don't know every ins and outs of it. Do you know, this is a little tidbit of information, that back in the day, people used to...
She tested them herself. She gave them out.
I did. I wanted to make sure it was a good product. I got to tell you, real good.
Wipe it off. Take it off.
But back in the day, they thought women were, I guess, during that time of the month, they got hysterics, is what they would call it, and the women would go to the hospital, and the doctor would actually pretty much, let's just say, get them off, okay? When they
I'll be in that damn doctor. I'll be like, oh, it's coming early. Oh, it's lasting a long time.
I'm really hysteric this month, doctor. Come on. And he would, like, they actually made tools that were like dildos. That's where they first came from. And stuff like that to get the ladies off. So then they said they were cured until the next month. I tell you what, I'd have an appointment every week. I'd be like, this some bitch won't go away. It keeps coming each week. I have a chronic problem.
I'm coming so I can come. There is a fall from a horse, false confinement, fall from a horse again. Female disease, fever and loss of lawsuit.
Oh, damn, I done
Fighting
lost
fire.
the lawsuit.
I guess you had to punching it. Fighting fire. Let me see. Fits and desertion of husband.
Oh, them men, they just mess women up all day long.
Yep. Kicking a horse, jealousy.
Oh, no.
Indigestion.
Hold
Imaginary female trouble, you'd be there. Ill treatment by husband, hard study, a gunshot wound. Let's see. Sexual abuse and stimulants.
Sexual abuse, I'm telling you.
Self-abuse, severe labor. Ooh, God, I got that all.
Just take me to the hospital. I can't work no more.
Laziness, liver and social disease.
Liver and, is that together? Liver and social disease?
Yep. Kicked in the head by a horse. If you lost your arm, a marriage of your son, masturbation and syphilis. Masturbation for 30 years. Is that continuing?
Hold on. I'm on a streak. Oh, shit. You're serious? Like, if you did it for 30... What about 29 and a half? Can I get by with that? 29 and a half. Let's start bidding.
No, it's not 30. You don't got in there yet. Medicine to prevent conception. Menstrual derange.
Yes,
mental
that's it.
Excitement. Milk fever. I don't know what that is.
Novel
reading. They don't want you reading. A nymphomania. Opium habit. Overreaction on the mind. Overheat. Overstudy of religion. Overtaxing mental powers. Parents were cousins. Wait
a minute. You can't come in the South without some cousins being married. Shit, that still happens today.
Seduction was one.
Oh, Lord. I bet there was a doctor that had all them horny bastards and that seductive lady all on his round. He was like, hot damn. He was probably slicking back his hair in the morning. He was like, it's going to be a good day today.
Snuff eating for 2 years.
Our grandma used to do snuff.
Softening of the brain, spinal irritation, a sunstroke, superstitious, suppressed masturbation. You got to get it in there just right. Don't do it for 30 years straight. But don't not do it at all.
You can't suppress it, but you can't give it to hell for 30 years. I mean,
you gotta give it a break.
So all the 30, they had to be at least 45 when they came in. At least.
I have other stories about around here one that was really messed up. But anyways, tobacco.
He was masturbating for 30 years?
He gave it hell. No. Tobacco and masturbation. Hysteria. I don't know if they're smoking and doing that.
He caught his shit on fire, probably. Ash got on it.
Yeah, that's what happened. Women trouble, and young lady in fear.
I tell you what, I think all of society nowadays would be in the mental hospital. I'm not going to tell anybody that mine would be for masturbation. Well, hell, people, just believe mine was for masturbation. Let's give her a go.
I don't know. I know we're making fun of things and everything, but what if you got in there and you're like, so what are you in here for? You're like, well, tugged on this thing for 30 years straight. I don't want to brag or nothing. And then you get with that one seduction girl, then she's like, oh.
Yeah, come on over here. Yeah. I know, man. And what about that guy over there smoking and wanking it? I mean, he's just watching it all.
So that he had to smoke. But my thing is, could you imagine if somebody wrongfully got put in there? I mean, their husband left them. They lost their arm, and then they're like, hell, you're crazy now. You're like, shit, I can't catch a damn breath. Lose a damn arm, my husband, and I gotta go to the damn mental institution.
I know. What the hell? Well, I tell you, that was a delight. Actually, I don't know. I mean, I got many things that I can maybe get in the mental hospital for. So do you. That laziness in the liver. I didn't know it affected your liver, but hell. If you're drinking, don't, Ashley. We'll just say it's your laziness. All right. Well, we want to tell you also about some of the more famous ones that are in history and stuff. One of them is the Athens County, Ohio Mental Health Center. It was also called the Ridges. One of the inmates from the facility, her name is Margaret Schilling, disappeared on December of 1978. And her body was found on the top floor in January the following year. Now, guys, this is the bad thing, is that happened a lot. Like, some of these places were so overcrowded that somebody would die in like a corner.
Well, they got put in there for wanking. Of course it'd be overfilled. Smoking wanking, man.
Then what would happen is they would die in a corner and nobody would know. And they wouldn't find them for like months later. The deal is she died in December. They didn't find her until January. And when her body was removed from the floor, the employees noticed that her outline remained on the floor. The phantom outline was so detailed that it actually depicted Margaret's hairstyle and folding of her clothes. Although the stain was repeatedly cleaned, it always reappeared and can still be seen today. Employees have reported seeing and hearing the ghost of Margaret Chilling and others who have died in the hospital wandering the halls at night. That's crazy as shit. I mean, could you imagine? Like, if no matter how hard you scrub, maybe they ain't using Ajax. You know, they say that shit gets out. Or maybe a little bleach, people. A little bleach. What do you think?
What's some little bubble people?
Oh,
they scrub it so you don't have to. I watched Show Dirt and I love that movie.
All right, holy shit. Next we have Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky. We actually went there. I'm gonna tell you our story on this one. Now this isn't actually a mental facility, but they had tuberculosis patients there. Now, some of them say that they were
that
not.
That would be a sanatorium then, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. They actually said that you have cold spots, you have disembodied voices. The biggest thing that we saw when we were there is, one, the shadow play is crazy. We saw a full-bodied apparition. It was crouching down, and then it stood straight up. First time we ever seen that, and we were so damn excited. It was unbelievable. Second thing that we saw, and they say that are there, are doppelgangers. And anybody who knows me has probably heard this story. But the story is of, in the middle of Waverly Hills, you actually have a stairway that goes to the top. That's the only way you can get all the way to the top. But what happened is we had a large group, and we got separated. Me and 2 other people. So I was trying to get back to the group, but I didn't know if they had got to the top yet. So I stuck my head out on the 3rd floor, and the 3rd floor is very active, by the way, if you've ever been there. And I stuck my head out, and when I did, the building is curved. If you see any pictures, it's curved, and it's very open and things like that, and the wind would come through. It's beautiful at nighttime, but I think they did that so that they could breathe better, because tuberculosis affects your lungs. Well, it was curved and I saw my sister walk around the curve, kind of like. She had our logo on the back of her. I saw it all. So I stepped out of that little stairway and said, Ashley. And I, went after her. When I did, I went around that curve. I knew she was in front of me. And when I got to the other end, there was nobody there. There was nobody in rooms. There was nobody in nothing. So I realized, holy shit, where did she go? Whatever. There was nowhere for her to go. So about that time, the people that I was with in the hallway, in the stairway, said, come on, man, we got to go find them. And I said, well, I just seen my sister. By the time that we got up to the top, because they were like, come on, I know they're probably up to the top and stuff. So we went up to the top, and there she was. Ashley came up to me and said, hey, where have you been? And I said, man, I just seen you down there on the 3rd floor. She said, man, we've been up here for like 20 minutes. The rest of us too. Where have you been? I said, I know I seen you. I could tell you what the back of her clothes looked like and everything. I believe that they're very much there active. We didn't come away with any evidence per se of, EVPs or anything like that. But the crazy thing is I told this story that I'm telling right now at a convention at Mysticon. When I told this story, there was a group there from, I think it was South Carolina or something, North Carolina or South Carolina. And when I was done, she came over to me and she said, you know what? That's a crazy story, because I had the same thing kind of happen to us. She said that she had a group there, and they were in the body chute. Now, the body chute, if you've never been there, is where they would take the people. There was such an abundance of people dying there, and it was so fast that they would take them. They didn't want the morale to get down to the people there in the hospital who were still trying to fight the disease. They would take them and put them down this chute, and this thing is humongous and long. And when they did, then in the morning or whenever, they would open the bottom part out and they would take them out that way. So people didn't have to see all the dead, the people who were still fighting the disease. Anyway, she was down at the bottom of the body chute, which is humongous, guys. I mean, and really worked you out trying to go down there and back up. A lot of people don't do it. She gets a call on her walkie-talkie, and the girls are on the 3rd floor, and they were just like, get up here now, there's something that's black. And there's claims of like this black mass that's kind of like a snake and will drop down from the ceiling. and pretty much chase after people sometimes and stuff like that. Well, the ladies were really scared. They were seeing this. They were interacting with this. So the lady who was running the group, she had all the guys with her. I don't know why it was like that. Maybe they just split up like that. So she looks at all of them. She's like, go now. Get up there. Help the girls out. So when they did, the guys all left and stuff. And by the time she had got up to the top, she was going up some more stairs, and one of the guys that she had told, she said he was kind of like an asshole. You know, he didn't really listen to her as well as other ones. She